want to talk about modeling just for a second. When an astronomer or a physicist of any kind, when a chemist, when various kinds of scientists, engineers, and others try to predict something, they create a mathematical model. And they simplify it as much as possible in order to make that model more easily worked to predict outcomes of a system in question or under observation. Of course, that oversimplification results in ignorance of certain potential synergies in factors that model are considered insignificant or minor, which those qualities may not care what the modeler thinks. They may be exceptionally important, but you only see them in a third or fourth order of magnitude resonance. In other words, you can't predict how they're going to interfere with the system because you're only looking at the big factors. And these little factors may do any of a number of things, including combine to disrupt this big system. So you really can't predict the output unless you understand the small factors as well. One way you can look at that is for music. I played in bars, and I had a fairly good idea of how people behave in bars. I think any of you guys hang out in bars, you pretty much know how people are in bars, right? We can pretty much agree on certain things. So I was playing at this bar, and I thought I was doing pretty well, but some guy at the end of the bar did not, and he turned around and he went, "What'd you do with all that money your mom gave you for piano lessons?" And that got a big laugh from the bar. I hadn't got any applause yet. Huh. So, being Wild Bill, I looked over at him and I said, "I spent it on weed." So my model, right, based on many years of data, predicted that guy would either go like, F you, and turn back to his drink, or his buddies would laugh, ha, it's a zinger, and it would all go back to Wild Bill playing and nobody paying attention. Instead, this guy jumps up, spins around, comes at me fast. And we're not far away from each other, 10, 15 feet. It comes at me quick, and I didn't even think to stand up. That's how shocked I was. He comes at me, gets to the keyboard, and he leans across into my face like this, and he goes, "Can I get some?" So unless you know all the small resonances in a system, you can't effectively model it because you have no idea how those small resonances are going to act in synergy, positive or negative, to create instabilities in your system, in your predictive model, and render it useless. All right, that's my story.